Okay, let's go to the sacred stair. I want to tell her, the priestess, about our arrangement we worked out.
I have a moment of your time.
Of course!
I know someone who works in this tower. An animancer named Joccolo. I'd like to see him if we could.
I don't see why not.
Agressima.
Of course.
It should not take long.
Is this a glimmer of sentiment from our Iron Paladin? What, I wonder, could this fellow have done to merit it?
Said Pallegina, surprised but pleasantly so.
When I was a girl, he visited me in the academy. He was studying godlike. Studying what was in our souls that made us different from other Kith. He found something in me. Something that resonated like a chime when he held an instrument near me.
Ah, so you've been marked just as I'm marked by Barrett.
He said it was like this for all godlike. Different chimes resonating for different types.
I tapped my chest. Sounds familiar.
But you are not godlike.
I am now. It's something Barrett gave me when I was in the Beyond. She scrutinizes me, trying to determine your meaning. At the pause, she nods and continues. Yes. So basically, your god, these godlike have all had this a piece placed in their chest at birth to mark them as a servant of that particular Engwithin. They're not gods. They're just...
In any case, he told me it was what was causing my body to change. I begged him to remove it. He refused at first, saying it was impossible. When I told him I would kill myself if he didn't, he said he would try.
You'd really have done that? Or were you just saying it? Some Valians, that's just how they make their point.
Eddard, don't you know Pallegina enough to know she means what she says what she means?
I don't expect you to understand, but I was 12. My body was changing in many ways. Being the only girl, the only godlike girl at the academy, was unbearable.
You don't have to justify anything to me, Pallegina.
Agressima.
Smiles warmly at me.
Joccolo was not able to remove the chime, but he was able to sever it.
Ah.
When it happened, I blacked out. I did not wake for 2 weeks.
Okay.
The Brotherhood ejected him from the academy for ruining their pet godlike. They assumed I would die. I did not. Over time, I lost most of my feathers. The shape of my nose changed. It was not enough to make me fully Kalbandra, but it was enough to keep me from wanting to die.
Okay.
When I looked in a mirror, what I saw was not a godlike. Not something to be paraded around. It was me. Finally, me.
You're beautiful just the way you are.
Do not get ridiculous ideas. You will only embarrass yourself.
Her sour expression softens at the moment.
Apologies, but I do not want you to have the wrong idea. I respect you, Watcher. In the Deerwood, we were companions. For better or worse, that relationship worked. I want this to work too. Per Blanca, respect me and my vocation.
She nods politely in my direction, briefly closing her golden eyes.
Anyway, now you understand why Joccolo is important to me.
Okay.
If we can speak to him inside the tower, I would be grateful.
Of course. exactly.
What do you reckon you did to earn Helia's chime? 'Cause it sure wasn't from potential for this life.
None of us did anything to deserve a chime. Do not be naive. It is hardly a gift.
Oh, okay. She is beautiful, but she doesn't. Okay. She wants to go on being a paladin, and she wants our relationship to remain as it was. She thinks it will be messed up otherwise. It's for loss. Alright, well, anyway, we got some. Might as well get to this traveling done as well. Oh, I wanted to check something. Reputations. Don't get ridiculous ideas. Okay. Don't get ridiculous ideas. Anyway. Meaning literally for mercy are a little. It's ridiculous. Come on now. Alright, apologies. But I do not want you to have to run. I expect you, Watcher. In Deerwood, we were companions. Campaigners. I assume that's what that means. Better or worse, that relationship worked. I want this to work too. Okay, she closing. Alright, well. Okay. So. Well. Okay.
I am ready.
Right, go talk to her.
Come to watch us work? It's not as exciting when we're running through calculations.
I'm looking for an Anamatsu named Giacomo.
Giacollo. Ak, I know him. He has a little laboratory for himself down in the gullet. His specialty is godlike. Claims he can detect them in the womb.
Spreads her arms theatrically.
Giacollo rents a room in Ecosi, the Hole, which is that grimy tavern down below. Why he seeks to bury himself, you will have to ask him yourself. Not many animancers down there, so he should be easy to find, if they haven't stolen all his equipment. Or at Ogori.
Good luck. Okay.
What can I do for you?
Okay. Be on my way.
Of course.
Supplies! Get your supplies here!
You get me every time, young lady.
Ado, Watcher. Keeping safe?
I try.
Certainly.
Alright. See if you got anything worth it. Looking at. We'll take that. Take that. Alright. Goodbye. Let's distribute these. Oh. She's got some. She got one, two, one. Okay, he's got five. Do I have two? Let's get her. That's kind of foolish. Grab, get your feet. Hold a second. It's like, one has to get you a figurine, and then I remembered I had not given you your figurine. We have to stop at this nasty old temple. Let's stop in here. We have to stop.
I dare you to go inside.
To stop
No!
in here.
Tangaloho will eat me!
Tangalo's not in there. Alright, we have to go in here. Yes, we do. Okay, we're supposed to stop in here. I think. We might as well stop in here. Deceased people. Alright, let's go talk to the creepy lady.
Huh?
Who serves that creepy ailing Amua priest regards our approach with curiosity. He coughs into his sleeve, stained with splatters of silvery flecks.
Come closer to the altar. Come inside. The temple welcomes all to worship, most especially you.
Sure does. The priest peers knowingly at the center of my chest, lips curving into an ardent smile. Hands trembling, touches the length of chain around his neck.
I ask only for no talking. Not until we pay our respects to Bereth, to Rikuhu. Let us pray.
Cross my arms and watch.
Deity of life and death, the endless devourer who encompasses all existence, hear this prayer, this voice chiming. I beseech you, Kohopa and Tangaloa, to ready this shell for sucking. Purify my soul in preparation for the coming of the next cycle. Digest all of my devotion. Swallow my sorrows, even the smallest swell, so I can be spit on the morrow. And Rikuhu, Bereth, my god and goddess both, the eels that churn in ceaseless cycle, the new and the next, and
From life to death to life again, blessed be an end. Now I firmly accept your ending today, right? He presses his hand over the center of his chest, touching the item tucked beneath his shirt. Then raising his head, he cracks his frail
All
smile.
right. I will address your inquiries best as I can. So ask,
I'm looking for Ysir's tomb.
do you even know what it takes to make it deep into the hanging sepulchres? To make it alive? I know the way, but
His words catch in his throat, and he curves forward in a spine-racking, hacking into his flushed face. Fumbling against a goat-skin flask to his lips, he drinks until minnow silver liquid dribbles over and slicks his chin.
better.
He wheezes, swiping a palm over his chin.
The timing's getting tighter. And there is one thing before the end. Something only one touched by Bereth can do.
You cover something you can't get to, something you can't access because he lacks Barrett's charm.
That's right. I've got no hope, but you do.
Tugs at a chin above his
My
neck.
ears, my infinity coil keeps rattling. Pendants resonating with your chime.
Huh? The priest presses the palm of his hand to the front of his chest. He stares, scrutinizing my face, shakes his head
The
disappointed.
coil resonates, but it's weak. You could unseal the way, but you die inside, I think. My chance would be lost then. Lost with your remains.
I will not fail against adversity, I promise you. And I can handle myself. A weekend. He releases his grip on the pendant with a feeble
I
nod.
best not let this chance pass. There's a sacred text. The eulogy to Isaiah. It's been buried in the catacombs beneath the temple for centuries, next to his champions.
Okay.
I need it. Of course, the tombs, they only open to the dead, or those bearing Bereth's chime.
So why do you need Ysir's eulogy?
It never was added to the tomes, but it holds the final clues for my death.
The final clue
It's my best chance.
of you dying or what?
I prayed for decades, night to day and night again. Now, here you are, just in time. Means Bereth sent you to see to my success.
What are you talking about? Are you trying to die? I mean, you could just die by having one of your soldiers stab you. I've got some questions about Ysir and the catacombs beneath the temple.
I'll tell you what I can.
So what's the story with Ysir?
He's no Juana, nor a death godlike neither, but he was a high priest of Bereth. His hair was a Diran, a hunter, chasing the undead 200 years ago. Read somewhere, one tome, he sailed to the Deadfire for a weapon, abhorrent to Bereth. Said the blade held a power most fearful.
Priest's face flushes with fervency. His voice rises in volume as he speaks till his breath catches. He doubles over in a hacking, hacking cough.
Isair fought hard for it, won the blade, but suffered grievous wounds. Berath kept him alive till he could make it to the temple's catacombs. His champions were the ones who wrote his eulogy. Later, they were buried in the sepulchres too.
Was Ysir buried with the weapon that he took from Lucia Riven?
Don't know. Did hear he was slain with a coveted blade.
Okay, so blades down there.
The S-talk was an affront to Berath. That I did read. Ysir wanted to guard it with his soul and his always.
And his always? Well, maybe that's something good then. So, how do we enter the catacombs under the temple?
You've got to go outside, on the lower walkway. Doors sealed up tight, though. Priests before me, all death godlikes, could open it. Door requires a coil, resonating with Berath's chime. But I haven't met a death godlike in my time.
Okay, I'd like to know more about the hanging sepulchres.
They're from the long-forgotten time, when there was only Juana living in the mountain. They got carved in even before the temple sprung up. Before there was Nekataka or a queen. They're well guarded, because not all of Berath's dead like the rest in their graves.
Okay, so there's something down there.
All right. But there's something you've got to know. Or I guess I've just got to say.
Priest bobs his head from beneath his shirt. He untucks a stone-carved circlet in the image of an eel. The pendant vibrates on the length of his chain, drumming harder the closer he holds it to me.
You're my best chance. Or only, maybe. Take the coil. It'll open the crypts. Bring me Ysir's eulogy, and I'll teach you all I know of Berath's arcana.
So what was that about you preparing your soul for a sucking?
End of the turn. I'm nearing it. Been working hard, preparing for weeks. You know, to die. But first, I've got to leave guidance for my apprentice, the next in the cycle. Chosen to lead.
Sweeps a hand towards stone tomes piled across the floor. So you're dying.
Been wasting away for months. Can't say it's been easy, dying so soon. I thought about stopping a few times.
Stop dying? Why would you want to die soon?
Maybe you can see. I'm no death godlike. Berath bestowed not one in my generation with a chime. Not the next, neither. A flawed messenger like me can't open the crypts. So my best chance is to die.
Tell me about the writings on these tombs.
Liturgies.
Tomes.
Instructions for ritual preparations. When and how. Sermons. Some histories, too.
His fingers trail carefully across stone as craggy as his skin.
All of this, it's our knowledge has gleaned through centuries of service. Now, I've got to leave it all behind for the next disciple.
Okay, well, it's an impressive altar. What else can a temple boast?
Under the temple, carved in the mountain's caverns, lies an extraordinary maze of catacombs. So I've read.
Okay.
They're the hanging sepulchres, burial place for ancient Wana chieftains. The bodies are protected by Bereth's best, roaming, always. Plus, the ways sealed by the deity itself.
So you mentioned something about undead in the catacomb?
The dead, with their souls, they roam still. The ones who were chosen by Bereth. Not everyone's born so blessed. Sometimes, instead, you've got to die for it.
So you call that blessed? Anyway, so this is a temple to Bereth. What about Kealoa or Kohongo or Tangloa eat your soul?
The same. Your word, Bereth. Our word, Rikuhu. We worship the twin deal. The cyclic connection of the overworld and the underworld. Life and death.
You talking about that Tangaloa that eats your soul?
Life is Kahopa, and Tangaloa is death. Born starving, they devoured all living things, swelling larger each. When they'd swallowed all of existence, they tried to eat each other next. Now all things pass through their entrails. The end of one enters the mouth of the next, from the underworld to the overworld and back.
Yeah.
Again and again.
That's insane. Goodbye. You're insane. Let's get out of here. This is all pure madness. Tangaloa eat you. Okay, yeah. That's a place of madness. And I remember Theos when we were in Sun and Shadow, his people's city. How he kept up that lie. You're in the hearing of the gods. When they were just people. You're in the earshot of the gods. Alright, we're not going in there now. If that guy dies, no. Hey, that's a tough break. He'll hit the wheel and he'll have to do it again, I guess. Alright, so maybe next turn of the wheel, get it right. Eulogy for dead. Yeah, we're not doing that. Alright, let's see here. Oh, we want to go see this priestess. Tell her that we worked it out with the temple. I mean the palace.
It is the light that has led you here.
Right. Okay. You must be getting a lot of people in here.
Oh, yes. People are afraid, angry. Change can be frightening. But what did any of us come here for, if not a new beginning?
I'm not sure. You're a Raid Saren as well. Okay. So your devotees have gone. What about Aethys, other man? What about Aethys?
Gone's the only one that matters.
Alof, is you a pain? Look, oh no! You set her off, Evilar. Say when she shuts her eyes, exhales sharply, and then opens them again to regard you with a patient smile.
The Shining God's got many faces, but they're all his to wear. Divine King Widewind, he saw the dawn stars, telling him of things to come. But it's gone with Sickle and Lantern that's come to the Deadfire. Our God's returned, and he's gonna bring balance to the world. He's gonna right all the wrongs we have suffered. Gone will bring a new beginning for all of us when that hour comes.
You mean Aethys, or are you talking about... Never mind. Does this place get a little damp?
No more than anywhere else. No sense fighting it. The water sustains our faith, surely as it does these trees.
I don't understand this. Everybody on this whole island seems to have lost their minds. None of the things they're saying make sense. Really, the only people that make sense are the Valian Trading Company and the folks in the Brass Citadel. All these other guys are spouting off about eels and fish people and how Andra has two voices and this guy's trying to get a chime in his chest. Kasuhu, High Priest of Bear, wants to recover a sacred text, Eulogy of Yesir. Eulogy rests in the catacombs on the sacred stair. Okay. Excuse me. This guy asked me to do this a long time ago. Terms of trade. Begin the animancy experiment. Okay, let's go do that. Where are they at? They're right here. Oh, no. No. We have to go track down Giacomo. Right, she's asked us to track him down. So we were told Giacomo has a place at the hole. Okay. No. Still working on that. Okay. Oh. Oh, that's interesting. Hmm. Yeah, we're going to do that. But for now, we We need to go find this Giacomo. For our friend Pallegina. Okay. Last time we were in here, we were securing passage for a family, a Raparu. Now, we did see this animancy equipment over here. Okay. Uh-oh.
Yeah?
Oh no. This does not look good.
Okay. The man of chimes. That's it. Okay, Pallegina surveys the damage. Right.
Why would someone do this to Giacolo's work? I thought Animances was safe here in the Deadfire. Even in a place this vile, someone must have heard or seen something. We should ask the owner if they know what happened.
Okay, of course. We'll find Giacolo. Don't you worry.
I hope so. Agrasima.
Of course. No, I'm gonna help you. You turn me down flat. She turned me down completely flat. I don't care if you're the watcher. I don't love you. You can have 1,000 guys. That's why I never came and lived with you. Okay.
Need something?
Yes. What happened to Giacolo, the Animancer? His room's a mess.
Can't say I know a Giacolo, fresh face, but if you're meaning that guy with all the fancy and a schmancy equipment, bunch of pirates burst in here and dragged him right out. Now, the hole's no high society tea house, but that's still some of the weirdest shit I've ever seen go down here. See, the pirates, every one of them was godlike. No doubt they hauled him through the Narrows. Heard him hollering the whole way. Poor guy.
Okay. Thank you. Alright, let's go.
Okay?
Alright, you heard it.
Watcher?
Language?
You only have to ask.
Alright, never mind. Let's go. I don't know why I said that.
Sure.
Okay. Let's go to Delver's World and see what happened. We know the way. This way. Let's go and find out what happened to Giacomo. He kind of reminds me of that guy that lives in the White March. One that created our good friend, the Devil of Kirak. Little devil. Uh-oh. can't be good.
Hmm? I've got it.
The body of this moon godlike woman is contorted in a death spasm. Her mouth is open, milky eyes staring, frozen in shock. Dressed in Pika leather, she appears to have been a pirate. A small, intricate bronze and Adra device lies next to her hand, cracked and blackened. Read her so. The captain said to bring him, so you're bringing him. The old man hardly seems a threat, but you trust the captain's judgment. The Animancer didn't want to go, put up as much of a fight as he could. Nandra said to give him a whack, so I gave him a whack. We're in Devil's Row, passing through the market when he starts to come to. He's not strong enough to break free. Still, you didn't think a wiry old Animaster could squirm so much. Percablanca! Percablanca! For mercy, he yells out to no one in particular. It's Devil's Row, so no one particularly cares. Ahead of you, Narding's calling out for the old man to shut up. You have time not to plead for mercy from Captain Tatzel once we get to Dunnage. The death godlike twin sister nods to you. Get the message. It's time for the Amos to go back to sleep. Move a hand from the old man to grab your club. He's weak, but the squirming is irritating. Wait, what's the odd little thing in his hand? I'll take that if you don't mind, especially if you do. You laugh to yourself as you reach for it. Old man starts to stammer. No, look. Okay, Nadir and Nadra have already knocked the old man out. You move to help carry him, but he can't seem to get your arm up. Twins are looking at something on the ground. You've always hated how you can't see their eyes. Captain says not to judge them. After all, would you want to be judged for how you look? Certainly not, Captain. Good point as always, Captain. You follow where their heads are pointing. That's you on the ground. Mouth open, eyes open. That weird little device smoldering next to your hand. That can't be though. You're here. Twins look to go. They motion the others hurry along. You'll catch up. You just need to figure out how to move your arms.
What is it? What did you see?
A group of godlike pirates took Giacomo to Dunnage.
Madiko. Giacomo abducted by godlike pirates? But why? He has always done his best to help my kind.
Maybe they're trying to get him to help him.
Watcher, I have asked much of you already. But if you can find time to go to Dunnage to find this Captain Tatsatl, it would mean a great deal to me.
Alright, we're headed
It
there
did
right
not
now.
sound as though he was in imminent danger. But I fear what they will do to him.
Are you sure Giacomo didn't have enemies?
Not in the Republics. I can't think of why godlike, of all kith, would have any reason to take him.
Maybe they want him to do some experiments.
Something strange is going on here.
That's what I think.
Perhaps it has something to do with his research. I am sure we will find out when we find Captain Tatsatl.
Alright. Swinging her lantern softly, Zodi lures the soul into the depths. Alright, looks like we're heading out to Dunnage right now. In fact, we need to go to Dunnage anyway. We got a certain ogre there that needs killing. Let's get underway, guys. Edir needs to catch his lady friend. We're supposed to go to Sango anyway, and we've helped everyone out here that really needs helping out. We're going to stop by in Queensburg. We'll stop by the Bartado estate, talk to our friend there, and see how things turned out for the Bartados, and then we'll board the Defiant and we'll head out. Okay? Yes, we did. Bardato. Alright, we'll see how.
Huh?
Okay, so what's going on?
Mother speaks highly of you. Her trust is not easy to earn.
Right. Let's see if Mother's in here. Alright. Let's go downstairs if we can go downstairs. We'll talk to our captain of guard and see what happened. Because she's not giving me any information. Alright. There you are, Captain.
Welcome to the Bardato estate. Kindly watch your step.
Alright, so I'm not gonna wander around. That's just gonna make him mad, and if he gets mad, then they're gonna all attack us. We do not want that. So, where's Lazaro?
Even with the Veleras gone, my family is not without enemies.
Alright, yeah, well. Alright, we'll let it all play out and see how it plays out. Okay, our berth is here. Alright, let's get underway. Very well may end up fighting a running battle. Alright, we are headed to... What the hell? Done it. Let's get underway. Beto points at the ship in the distance. Galleon, Captain. 3 master, or it was. Naught remains of the ship's format save a splintered stump and bowsprit. Been sheared off. See how they crippled her? That's work pirate. Spring Fleet most likely. Probably upstarts if they're raiding this close to Valiant patrol routes. Eld Ingrid leans close. They have taken any gold, but they might have left a surprise. Rena's brow is damp with sweat. Shouldn't stick around. The Valens see us pulling one of the ships, and won't give us a chance to explain. She's our spyglass. Red flag with scales and stars, symbol of the Valen training come flat from the mainmast. I'm hardly enthusiastic about plundering a Valen ship, but if we do not take their cargo, someone else will. She surveys the ship with a scowl and shakes her head. No, continue our course. Let's get out of here. Very well. Crew scrambles to the post, eager to be clear of the air. Once the ship has disappeared behind you, the crew abandons nervous glances for relieved laughter. Yeah. Here, knock at the door to your quarters. Huh? An unexpectedly cold wind blows across the deck of the ship, and even after several hours has not abated. Eld Egrin sheepishly knocks on your cabin door. When he enters, his skin is pale, his brow dotted with beads of sweat. Begging your pardon, Captain, but this is the ill one sent by Andra. We sailed too long without her offering her tribute. Sure to promise us if we don't give her what she's due. What? He tilts his head towards the hatch, beckoning you to follow him on deck. Oh man, you're kidding me. Throw it overboard. Freaking heck. Head above with a chest of coin and gather crew around as you stand at the ship's edge with a brief exhortation to Andra. In other words, she needs some money. Crew members nod and sing a short shanty that celebrates Andra's mercy. Oh, these gods. By the next day, the winds have subsided. The crew is glad that the Lady of Lament appears to have been placated by your donation to the sea floor. You are being pursued by who? Cockspur? Who the hell is that? Attempt to flee and he's prepared for naval combat. Ah, beeswaxer. Crew to Cockspur vessel springs in action, racing for the stations. Freaking pirates. I hate this. Retreat! You order crew to flee with all possible ways. Any vessel receives behind you finally disappears from the horizon. Let's get out of here. That's all I ever do. I could care less. Okay, we are supposed to be going to see this Captain What's His Face. We got a little payback to give though first. Oh, we got payback, kid. Okay, here we are.
Sure.
Looks like Zodi has something to say.
Watcher.
Zodi claps her hands together excitedly. Foregoing nibbling on her bottom lip, she beams you a sunny grin.
Guess what? Now
What?
go on and guess, really.
Huh? You've had another dream?
Not a god's darned one. And ain't that just it?
Her eyes gleam with a shining triumph.
I feel so fine. Like I swallowed a star and now I got light bursting from my chest.
Okay. Great.
Can you see it in me? This happiness? It's all on account of you, Watcher.
Aw, thank you. That's great, Zodi.
Everything's different now.
Oh, really? Tell me more.
The world looks so dang bright, doesn't it? Even at night.
Okay, she tips her head up, looking at the rainy sky. But
The sky goes all glittery with stars. Must be what the gods see when new souls are born.
okay. As Zodi saunters out, she sighs with contempt. Okay, so she's happy. We need to find a captain. The man of chimes. Okay. Well, we're gonna have to look around. Let's see here. She's looking for a ship hunter. Oh, Lifter's Reef. Stop in the King's Coffin. There's an inn here. Right. This is the inn. I have to remember I'm... It's your drink, you buy, yeah. It's all pirates. Alright. See if Jacob has any information.
What can I do for you?
Let's see
What do you
Nash
want?
is saying. Want to ask you something. Yeah, never mind. He's not gonna have any information. Probably not gonna find. Let's go to the Radiant Court. Yeah, King's Coffin is just that inn. If we don't find them in one of these places, we may have to dig around a little bit more.
A repeat customer. I like your type.
Okay.
What can I stock you up with today?
Oh, let's see what you got. You just sell food. Yeah, I don't need any. Actually, I could use some mother of pearl. Yeah, you don't have any of that.
If it's a drink you're wanting, I got enough grog stock to drown a shark. Food's another story.
Right. She doesn't look up from her.
What are you having? I'll pour you a double.
Okay. Why didn't you try Andra's bile earlier?
I did tell you the list of ingredients, eh? He'll have stuff dribbling out of both ends for a week. Maybe 2 if he's really unlucky.
Okay. Let's see what you have. Just drink, 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 drink. How are we doing? Medicine. Alright. Who's this? Oh, oh.
I welcome your return.
Yes, okay, yes. We're the one. Okay. I killed Lord Admiral M.
So, the puffed up little charlatan is gone for good.
Yeah.
Well done. That's 1 down. Just 3 left to go.
Yeah.
If you're still game.
Sounds like you have a grudge against them.
Back on this again, are we?
It's bothering you.
I know a questioning eyebrow when I see one, and I'm not in the mood to be giving answers. I've got family business to tend to, is all. But I suppose you have a right to know.
Okay. Pauses and slips the solent from her pocket again. It gleams golden, right? A pirate coin.
My idiot kid sister was on the firebrand, seduced to a dishonest life by the promise of adventure. When the pirate hunters killed the crew and sank the ship, they also killed my sister. But those irredeemable lowlifes I sent you after got away without a scrape. I want them to pay. I don't much care how, so long as they take their turn on the wheel.
Okay. Oh boy, that's a bad end. I think she's a singer.
I hope you like my set.
I did. Very nice. Let's see how this young lady's doing.
Thanks again for your help. We couldn't have done it without you.
Alright, so that's that. Let's go. There is a godlike in here. Good evening.
So our charted routes were destined to cross again, eh?
Yes.
Got a bit of a wayward wind feel about you. I'll be keeping an eye on you, I will. Anything in my trove catches your eye, you let me know. All right?
Okay, in other words, my reputation has descended with the Principe. I don't care. Alright. Iridescent scales. Let's see here. Mirror back. Visual. Okay, that's pretty good. She has a ring of minor deflection. We'll take that. Okay, I'll be right back after I make my purchases. Okay. Let's continue.
Pallegina, how is it nothing about what the gods are up to seems to faze you?
When you think the worst of them, the worst they can do comes as little surprise.
Don't you at least want to hear what Aethys has to say?
Only a fool would trust what he had to say. Whatever he said would be just another lie.
I'm not saying it wouldn't, just looking for... I don't know.
You return?
Yeah.
Oh, you're quite the troublemaker, I've heard. I hope I stay on your good side.
You heard about the dealings with the Bartado.
What would you like to buy today?
Show me what you have for sale. Okay, he's got armor. I could use a shield. So I really could use that armor as well. That's nice armor. Many creatures have unwittingly contributed their pelts and bones to this armor. Okay, each component has faded as though treated with lime, eventually becoming the same bone-white color. Cause of this transformation is unknown. Whatever bestial enchantment lies upon the pale hide also affects the demeanor of the wearer. While clad in this grisly totem, one's mind begins to drift towards grand hunts on the moonlit sky. Okay. The glorious struggle of the tooth and claw, and the undeniable ecstasy of the kill. Okay. 15% of incoming hits convert to grazes. Okay. Plus 20 recovery time. So, kind of, I guess it makes it faster. That's very beneficial. Not too fast, though. Axe. Eager blade. Yeah. I haven't been using that. Yeah, I'm gonna use that. Okay. Well, looks as though the only place we are going to find them is at the,
A repeat customer. What can I stock you?
see if she has any Audra band. No, she does not. Well. Here. Unless they're in that, that ship, I'm gonna have to tear it apart.
Yeah?
I hear they're calling a meeting of the Rust and Bloods tin the iron cage. Well, I don't see him up here. Let's go talk to Two Eyes, Prin, and Captain Ferrante.
You have my ear, Casita. Of what do you wish to discuss today?
Nothing. Let's go talk to Captain Ferrante.
Gelarde, such a solace it is to see you again.
Okay. Let's discuss what you needed.
I am listening, amico.
He nods encouragingly.
What weighs on your mind in this moment, Casita?
Alright. I want to talk about something else.
Come, let us share a fine conversation.
I've got some questions.
Who better to ask than the first chair and highest rank on the Consuelo, Mes Casitas? Ak, what is it you wish to know?
Okay. Never mind.
Come, let us share a fine conversation. Gores, Watcher.
Right. So he doesn't know anything about it. Wind blows hard, does it not? Did I miss something here?
Fair winds, traveler. Well... Gores.
Keeping up with your reading, I trust?
Yeah.
Anything I can do for you, just say the word.
Right.
Travel quick, travel quiet.
Gives you a friendly punch to the shoulder, turns away. I want to fight these guys again. Who's that?
Huh?
Keep moving. This here is for the crew of the Divine Barge. You ain't a part of it, so you ain't getting inside.
Looking for a man named Giacola.
Have you tried the wild mare in Nekataka? I'm sure they have a boy or two who would let you call him Giaccolo for a couple hours.
Herr Complanca, let us pass. I know you have Giaccolo. I have known him since I was a girl in the Republics.
So? Why should I care?
You're itching to die.
He saved my life. He has saved the lives of many of our kind. Whatever you think he has done, you have the wrong idea about him.
A grimace twists her face. She rubs the fur on the right ear to the door. Then to you. Just tell him the truth.
Fine. I probably won't live to regret this.
Turns the door while sliding a key from a pouch at her wrist. With a quick twist, the door's unlocked and opened. I thought about attacking her, but I mean...
After you.
I suspect this is...
Nixe, I am Tatzatl, captain of the Divine Barge, what has brought you to this place?
Pallegina?
You have abducted the Animancer Giacomo, a valued citizen of the Valian Republics. He enjoys the protection of the Duke's bells and bannets, and through them, the Fremas Mesconsuelias. As a representative of the Brotherhood, I am here to negotiate his safe release. If Giacomo is not returned to us in good health, everyone involved in his kidnapping will face the wrath of the Five Sons. This, I swear.
I see. We ourselves have been debating what to do with Giacomo for quite some time.
Giacomo stands near the back of the room, nervously assessing us. Though he appears unharmed, he flinches at every movement the pirates make. Tarzo looks to the ceiling, apparently lost in thought. Sighs deeply, closes his eyes for an uncomfortable long time. At last his head droops. He nods resolutely.
We are lost in the woods. You will guide us out by traveling the branching paths of Altleja.
What?
A forest is defined by its boundaries. There are a finite number of ways through a forest, just as there are a finite number of ways this can end.
Yeah, there are. If you don't hand them over, as Pallegina said, we're going to kill you all.
I know the ways out of the forest, but you will choose the paths to take.
I know, but you will choose. You know the way out of the forest. What are you talking about? Hold on a sec. I have to think about this.